Hi, Fete up. Hey, mate, it's Aussie Villain. Mate, I am fighting fit. But listen, the reason I'm calling is I just wanted to congratulate you on your improved goal scoring since our last conversation. Oh, mate, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So keep that going for me. But I can't stay and chat, mate. I'm off to open the new training facilities this morning. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 7, Episode 5 at Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps. And today, two big games. We host Shakhtar in the Champions League group stages, another must-win game there. And then we go to Chelsea. It's first versus second, anyway, we're top. They're in the top three in the Premier League. Another huge game as we hopefully march towards a first Premier League title, which would be very nice. Now, since last episode, the main thing to update you on, other than Fete Up's magnificent goal scoring, is that training facilities have been upgraded again. You'll notice we now have state-of-the-art training facilities. Youth facilities are excellent, and we are upgrading those again as well. We've already agreed to that, so it's about £5 million worth, I think. And then we should have state-of-the-art everything. So we've taken this club forward a long way since we moved here. And that is excellent news. Now, what isn't excellent news, if we go and have a quick look at the medical centre, Jordan Pickford is out for 3 weeks. Now, that is less than ideal because in those 3 weeks, we obviously have Shakhtar, which we could probably get away with. Then we have Chelsea, which we'd probably like to have him. We then have Liverpool, and we then have Inter Milan away from home in the Champions League, which he may or may not be fit for. That's roughly 3 weeks away. So, yeah, that's it's less than ideal, suboptimal, as they would say in the world of Formula One. So, yeah, not ideal. Anyway, we have 3 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's go and have a look at those since we've, of course, absolutely smashed Arsenal and Shakhtar last episode. That was the first one was against Leicester City in the Premier League. So let's go see how we did. We fell behind early. So we see drew us level. But a Pavlovic own goal saw Leicester in front at the break. Manuel Ferrari played in Erkinger to draw us level in the 85th minute. And Erkinger turned in Scott's cross 5 minutes later to complete the comeback. So we dominated the game, but we sure left it late to go and win it. We were 2-1 down at half-time. A nice goal from Soisi, and then Erkinger 90th and 85th minute goals. You can see they only had 3 shots on target. 2 of them went in. One of them was an own goal, so probably doesn't count as a shot on target. But we deserved to win. I thought we were going to lose, and we ended up turning it around, so that was fantastic. Next up, it was the Carabao Cup 4th round. We were at home to Championship Portsmouth. Let's see if we can get into the quarterfinals. Scott McKenna put us in front, and then doubled our lead moments later, before Vasquez's parried shot was turned home by Vasi. So it was a rotated team. We changed formation. We went with 5-2 or 5-2-1-2, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And we were too good. Scott McKenna, the unlikely hero, with 2 goals in 2 minutes. Vasi got the third. And we never really looked back from there. We gave Frank Morrow a start in this one. He is still looking like a very good player for us. Urosh came off the bench, which was good to see. And also this guy, Strongbackler, he came on because he can play in the cup games and looked okay when he played. You can see there 2 key passes as well. One familiar name in the opposition lineup, if we go all the way back, it seems so long ago, to our time at Walsall, Matty Folds, who we signed at Walsall. He was in the Portsmouth team, so yeah, it was nice to see him again. Anyway, we have one more game, or we should say we've got Norwich in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup as well. Last game to catch you up on, back in Premier League action, this time against Newcastle. We went in front through a great Fete Up solo effort. And Up got his second in first half stoppage time when he turned in Scott's save shot, before Erkinger smashed in our third in the second half. So again, just too good. Arp and Erkinger are looking absolutely immense up front right now. You can see the whole team played well, which was wonderful to see. Another familiar face in the opposition lineup. He got himself sent off as well. Dominic Thompson, who of course was with us at Brentford when we first moved in here. So good to see him again. Nice even more to see him get sent off and go down to 10. So that was, again, another really good performance. Another really good win. So a quick look at what this means for the league table. You can see there our quarterfinal against the Carabao Cup against Norwich. We are top. We are 3 points ahead of Arsenal. We are, maths, 5 points ahead of Chelsea. We play Chelsea today away from home. That is absolutely huge. If we can just keep that gap. We're looking good. We're really, really looking good, but I don't want to jinx it too badly. Champions League, which is where we start. We're at home to Shakhtar. You can see they're the whipping boys. Inter are going to play Barcelona again, obviously. We have to win. We have to get the 7 points. It should put us at least above one team here if we can do that. And we need, because we've got a tough run in. All right, let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Shakhtar. Now, I am taking a little bit of an educated risk on this one. We are the favourites. You can see excellent form, only fair form for them. If we have a quick look here, we saw them last episode. We don't know too much about them. This is the formation they played against us. We can see here that they attack quite narrow, and that was at home. I don't see why they would be more expensive away from home, to be honest. Passing network is there in their key pass as well. But this is a team we're setting, as I said, an educated risk here. We are saving the strongest team to put out against Chelsea. So Siders Webb goes in goal. He is the number one goalkeeper right now. We do have a decent third choice in Zillan. So I'm not too concerned about that. We've still got decent enough goalkeepers. It's Vazquez, McKenna, Suisi. It shouldn't be Suisi. It should be Soleil. That was almost a mistake. So McKenna, Soleil, and Bogle as the back four. Rambleson and Mabry as the midfield duo. Dan as an inside forward. Mabry as a Mazzella. With Paolo and Hudson-Odoi. We've got Vassi on the up front there. We've got a bench with Keach on it. We've got Erkinger and Ndedi if we need them. Matteo, Scott, and Panzo. Hopefully, we won't need them though. So those sneaky little Ukrainians, they have changed their formation on us. It shouldn't matter too much. Hopefully, we'll just be able to get overlaps down the outside, to be honest. But let's see what we're doing here. Bowen says expected to go out there, prove a point today. Come on, lads, just keep the run going. We're on a good run so far, so we've just got to try and keep it going. All right, and here we go. Champions League football. It's, as I said, an educated risk, but we saw away from home we were much the better team. So I'm hoping at home we can put out what is essentially a second string and still get the job done. I mean, we say second string, still some very, very good players in this team. Vazquez, that's a bad piece of goalkeeping. But Jesus Vazquez, is it a first for the club? I think he got one last year. It's his first of the season. But that is just what the doctor ordered. Perfect start inside 5 minutes. Paolo beats his man eventually. Gets the cross in, the wing-back getting forward. And it's a good header. It's terrible goalkeeping. I think I could have saved that, to be honest. But there we go. 1-0 to Brentford. Wonderful stuff. I'm not sure what I want to happen in the other... We haven't had much of the ball. Jesus. I'm not sure what I want to happen in the other game. We've got Barcelona at home, but I think they are the better team. So, yeah, I mean, it's less than ideal. But all we can do is try and win our games and see where that takes us. We are in better form now than when we played Barcelona and Inter the first time. So maybe Arp and Erkinger can be our secret weapons up there, and we can get the job done. Mabry's done really, really well there to win that back. He gives the ball to Dan. Dan goes past one. What can Dan do? He's into the penalty area. Dan unleashes. But this time the goalkeeper decides he is going to say something. Let's give it a demand more. We're really not touching the ball here, are we? But when they're not doing anything with it, so I guess that's fine. 1-1 in the other game, I think I just saw there. So, I mean, a draw, they both drop points. That's not the worst. And then if we go into it, and somehow Inter's had a goal taken off there. If we go into that last game, or into the last two games, as level as we can be with them, then I suppose that's not a bad thing. What do I say to that? Because we weren't particularly good, were we? What if we say you've played well, there's room for improvement? That's not overly negative. Hopefully it's not going to put too much pressure on them. But we do need to try and be better in this second half, don't we? Now I'm wondering if there's something we can look to do tactically to improve our chances here. I mean, we didn't have the ball, did we? It's difficult to say we weren't, we'll be critical of them for not creating anything when we didn't touch the ball. It's a miracle we've got the lead, to be honest. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, they just dominate possession. So we'll close up the lines and we'll try and prevent them from having as much possession. And then we can sort of, hopefully, if they have less ball, we should be able to play off the back of that. We've got a corner here. Dan to knock it in. Can we go 2-0 up with their barely 2 goals without 2 touches of the football? Iwobi's won that off Paolo. That's not ideal. And Iwobi comes forward. can we get a block in here? We don't really want to go back to 1-1. We've done well there. Paolo gets back and wins it back for us. Hudson-Odoi has it now. What can he do? To Paolo, goes past one. Paolo, nice ball for Mabry. Mabry's got players on his outside. He runs into one of them. He wins it back. No, he doesn't. And it's sloppy. It's a loose pass. It's a terrible pass. Hudson-Odoi's there. Can he pick out a teammate? He plays it back in. It's a bullet header from Dan. And it smashes off the crossbar. That's a little bit unlucky. We need to be seeing more from our players here, though. Why have I praised them? Why have I praised them? Maybe that's what they need. Bogle with a throw. In there for Dan. Back to Bogle. He goes in field for Rambleson. Rambleson, that's... sucked the defender in the end. It did really well. Hudson-Odoi's in. Hudson-Odoi goes down. And Hudson-Odoi will have won a penalty. Now, who's going to take it? Probably Mabry, I would imagine, of the players on the field. He doesn't get a booking. I think that's Mabry. 18, was it? Yes. So Hannibal Mabry, he can wrap it up for us here, essentially. Come on, Mabry. Hannibal Mabry sticks it away. And that's 2-0. And that should be that. I mean, I'm staggered. Can you imagine watching this game where one team has 80% of the ball, but hasn't had a shot on goal yet? I'll tell you what, it only just went in, didn't it? It would be, look at that, it would be a stinking game, an absolutely stinking game. Like, how have they had, what are they doing with the ball when they have it? I don't understand. They're probably just passing it between their back too. I don't understand how that's even physically possible. I almost wish I had watched this on full game just to see exactly what it is they're doing when they have possession. Paolo has it. He goes wide for Mabry. He gets it wider again, still for Bogle on the overlap. Ball to the back post. Hudson-Odoi's there, and his volley is just past the post. Has anyone seen anything like this before? What are they doing when they have possession? I don't understand how it's possible. Let's demand a little bit more. And I don't get it. I really, really don't. And they've had a shot. Not on target, but at least they've had a shot. Well, there we go. That is the strangest game I think I have ever seen. But Vazquez is the man of the match. He got us underway nice and early, and thank Christ he did, because if we hadn't got an early goal in that one, I don't know if we would have scored at all. So Brentford secure victory at the Brentford Community Stadium. It wasn't a classic, but we got the job done. Oxford manager is having a look at Sider's web. I think that's just an excuse to go to a Champions League game, isn't it really there, Mr. Bowyer? But we have a quick look at the other game. Barcelona returned the favour, a 94th minute goal to win. So, to be honest, short of both games being a draw, that's not a terrible result for us. So we go into the reverse fixtures against Barcelona and Inter. Barca at home, Inter away, right in the conversation. If we get 4 points from that, we need 6, don't we, really, to guarantee ourselves top spot or getting out of the group. But we're back in the conversation. So hopefully we're not going to pay a price for that bad first 2 games. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We have a massive Premier League game against Chelsea coming up next. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. Okay, welcome back. We are at Stamford Bridge, ready to take on Chelsea. That we have not got a good record against them historically. 7 defeats, 5 draws, and just the 2 victories. And they're currently 5 points back of us. So I think if we could, even a draw from this would be fantastic. We are the favourites, which is... I guess we look where we are in the league. Maybe it's not surprising at all. Daniel Farke is their manager, and that's not what I expect to see at Chelsea. But anyway, he was supposed to be good before he went to Norwich, wasn't he? Though he did well at Norwich for the most part. Adventurous standard style of play is what we're expecting here. We're expecting this sort of formation. You can see they got a 2-0 win over Burnley last time out. A little bit narrow defensively, perhaps. Hopefully, Erkinger and Ndedi will find some space in wide areas. There's all their other ins and outs. And this is a team that we are sending out. It's basically full strength. It's Sider's Webb in goal. He hasn't let us down yet. And he's developing nicely. So let's hope that continues here. Michelotti, Pavlovic, Suisi and Scott as the back 4. It's Gardner and Diallo in midfield. It's Ndedi, it's Farai, it's Erkinger, it's Arp. It's a great team. It's our best team we have, apart from maybe goalkeeper. So let's hope they put on a show. So they have played as expected. We are essentially going man for man against Chelsea and hoping we come out on top. This Holzak guy has scored against us quite a lot in the past. Sane is in their team, though he's probably aging a little bit now. Guendouzi's there as well. So they've got some good players. Bowen says do it for the fans. I think really we've just got to keep going with the we're on a good run, impress me. It's working so far. My tweet to halftime team talks appears to be working as well. Alright, here we go. Last time we played a London rival at the top of the table, well, we all saw what happened. Fete Up got 5. What can we do this time? I think it's unrealistic to expect another 5 from Fete, but, well, you never know. I'd take one. I'd take a 1-0 win. Here we go with Ndedi. Little bit of space. That's a loose pass. That's not great. We've got Pavlovic on the cover, and the shot is wide. But I'm going to say maybe a nice early concentrate here, boys. That wasn't quite the start we were looking for. Yeah, I mean, a draw here actually wouldn't be bad. Away from home against the title rival. We've only dropped the one draw all season. That was away to Burnley. And, I mean, Burnley's turned out to be a decent enough side, but you do wonder if a second draw here wouldn't be the worst thing. Farai's on the ball now. He gets it out to Ndedi. Cross to the back post. Erkinger is there. Erkinger's in. Erkinger is not going to find the back of the net. Oh, it's a poor finish from Christian on that occasion. At least we're seeing highlights in this one. Garner has possession. Back to Scott. What's he going to do for us? To Garner. Garner, crossfield pass. Just about finds Erkinger. Farai to Pavlovic. We're pinging it around nicely. Siders Webb. Out there for Suisi. Back to Webb. Back to Pavlovic. On a booking isn't ideal so early in the game, but hopefully we can trust him. Michelotti with a little bit of space now. He's got players in front of him. He checks back. Is he going to lose out? He is. It's Holick, the one guy we don't want them to have on the ball. At least if he's on the ball, he can't score, I suppose. Farai crosses it in. It's away by Suisi. It's still there. Sane! And Sane sticks it in. And that is not what we wanted. 1-0 down to Chelsea. And, well, you go all the way back to Michelotti giving up possession. And we just never quite recovered. A good header away there. Guendouzi to Sane, and he just had too much time, too much space. Siders Webb. Could he have done a little bit better, perhaps? But it's difficult to blame the goalkeeper for that. Sane had so much time and oh so much space. All right, Michelotti with a throw for Diallo. His cross is blocked. We keep possession, do we, through Pavlovic? No, we don't. And here go Chelsea again. It's a lungy tackle. It's going to be a penalty. And we're just panicking a little bit here, aren't we? Can Siders Webb make a name for himself in goal? He's up against Holzek. Come on, Webb. Oh, he goes the right way, but unfortunately he just kind of fell that way instead of diving. And that's 2-0 down, and that's not ideal. Let's give it a calm down. And what do we do here? I mean, realistically, we've been done on the break twice. Which probably tells a story. Not opposition instructions, team instructions, please. I wonder if we slow her down. Slow her down, look for the overlaps, and go from there. It's a long way back, isn't it? Farai's having a nightmare. Alright, let's be aggressive. Show me something different. It could backfire, obviously. My positive team talks have gone out the window here. We've got a demotivated Michelotti. Well, you did kind of cost us the first goal, mate. We couldn't get him back. James Garner, who has been so good for us. Let's try and... We have sort of been exploiting the flanks, haven't we? We've got Rambleson on the bench. We've got Dan on the bench. What we could do... We'll give Farai a little bit of time to see how he comes back. But we can move Diallo up into his position. What we don't want to do is go 3-0 down. That would be a disaster. Get that away. Oh, it's off the crossbar, and Siders Webb claims it. And, I mean, this isn't going to plan at all, is it? Alright, what we might need to do here, let's close up these lines. And see if that makes it at all more difficult for them. Sane can't miss, and this is all going a little bit wrong, isn't it? We had to come crashing back to earth eventually. Ideally, it wouldn't have been quite this hard of a hit. But, yeah. Ball through. And Sane is there. Alright, so we need to make changes now, don't we? I think that just about goes without saying. So let's... I wonder if we go 2 up top. And just change everything. What we could do... is... Let me think about this. All right, so here's what we're going to do. It's a little bit of a mess, but hopefully it'll kind of work out for us. We've actually only made one sub. We've taken off Farai. We've brought Dan on to play as a shadow striker up there for us. And we've just we're going to go wing-backs and wingers. And hopefully, what we might need to do actually is... I don't think we will exploit the flanks. We're taking it off work ball into the box, though. We might take it off pass ball into space as well. And we just need to try something a little bit different, don't we? Hopefully, dropping Ghana a little bit deeper will just give us that little bit of protection, and he may even find a little bit of space to get on the ball back there. But we've basically come crashing back down to earth here, haven't we? And that's a little bit of a shame. Ultimately, it's just one game, so it's not the end of the world. It's only cost us 3 points. We're still going to be top of the table. We're going to take off Gervais now. He's not quite working. Rambleson, if you go box to box for me, please. Yeah, we might as well keep everybody else fresh, I think. It's been a wonderful season so far. Certainly, oh, Jesus Christ. We're falling to pieces, aren't we? Well, I said we would like another Arsenal, and we're getting one. It's just that on this occasion, we're the Arsenal. And we are getting absolutely torn a new one here. What we could do, I think what we might need to do is just drop this line back. Let's go get stuck in. I just want to hurt somebody, to be honest. So, if you can't beat them, break them. Let's see if we can do that. The only other player we have on the bench we could bring on is Matteo, but to be honest, there's not much point at this point. Yeah, I've clearly got something very, very wrong coming into this one, haven't I? I don't know if it's the team talk. Maybe we went one too many on the keep the run going, but absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. Let's regroup. Let's just try and maintain the damage here. Yeah. Come on, let's not get hit for 5 here, boys. Come on. A little bit of professional pride, please. Feteyap cleans that up. And can we get something going the other way here? Up gets it forward to Michelotti, and that'll end it for the highlight. Just when you start to get excited. I don't know. No pressure, boys. The game's done at this point. Can we get a late consolation? No, we can't. And that has been an absolute shambles. What a terrible way to end the week that is. Assertive, boys. I'm far from pleased. So Brentford suffer heavy loss. Hopefully that is the low point of the season. Lee Bowyer just wants to watch 3 games of football, doesn't he? But there we go, guys. Really sorry about that. That was, not particularly good. So it cuts the lead at the top. We had the early kickoff. If Arsenal were to win, they would catch up a little bit as well. But what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be coming straight back because we have Liverpool at home, which takes on a little bit more importance now. And then it's Inter away. And that is a game that, we cannot afford to lose that because you would expect Barcelona to beat Shakhtar. A loss in that one would mean we would be mathematically out of the Champions League, which would be horribly, horribly disappointing. So until then, guys, I'll see you then. If you did enjoy that for whatever reason, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. If you have any thoughts on what we did wrong against them, by all means in the comments. I think it might have just been a bad day for us. Take care.